After really over a year of negotiations, the Baltimore Ravens and Lamar Jackson were unable to reach an agreement on a long-term contract. And because of that, the Ravens went ahead and franchise tagged Lamar Jackson using the non-exclusive franchise tag. What that means is other teams can make an offer sheet to Lamar Jackson, and then the Ravens have a choice. Do they match that offer sheet and keep him as their starting quarterback? Or do they not match, and then the team that made the offer sheet has to give up 2 firsts in each of the next 2 drafts? It's an interesting gamble the Ravens are taking here, basically saying, go ahead, test the open market if you want. Let's see if you really can get all that guaranteed money that you're looking for. Because all reports are that is the sticking point here, is Lamar Jackson wants Deshaun Watson-like guaranteed money, and the Ravens aren't willing to give it to him. The rest of the NFL may not be willing to give him that guaranteed money either, but worse than that, they could be coming together and colluding and telling each other, don't do it. Because as soon as the news dropped that Lamar Jackson had been franchise tagged on the non-exclusive tag, a report came out within minutes that the Falcons, one of the QB neediest teams, not interested in Lamar Jackson. Minutes later, the Panthers, not interested in Lamar Jackson. The Raiders, who badly need a quarterback, not interested in Lamar Jackson. The Commanders, my football team, who desperately needs a quarterback, not interested in Lamar Jackson. What's going on here? Like, you're telling me that all these quarterback needy teams are not interested in at least reaching out to Lamar Jackson's people to see what it would take? He's a 26-year-old former MVP quarterback in a league that desperately needs young talent at the QB position. One of the youngest, most talented QBs isn't even an interest for QB needy teams. Something's up here. And maybe you're thinking, well, maybe these teams aren't worried about the guaranteed money. They just don't want to give up 2 firsts. I don't buy that, because look back the last couple of years. The Rams traded 2 firsts for Matthew Stafford. The Broncos traded 3 firsts for Russell Wilson. Those guys are well into their 30s. Even the Browns gave up 3 firsts for Deshaun Watson, who was facing off-the-field legal issues and a possible lengthy suspension. I don't think giving up 2 firsts means anything for NFL teams when it guarantees them a franchise quarterback for the next 6, 7 plus years. I think the issue is they don't want to set the precedent that the Browns did, that guaranteed money is going to become a thing. Yes, they're going to give some guaranteed money. We see that in contracts all the time. But for a fully guaranteed contract like Deshaun Watson, I don't think the owners want to go down that road, and therefore they are colluding by not even giving him a chance to say what he's looking for or what it would take. And if it turns out they were colluding in any way by having meetings or group texts or emails or whatever it would be, this would get ugly very fast. The NFLPA would not stand for that. This is probably going to get ugly either way, because if you're Lamar Jackson, you're wondering, first of all, why aren't these quarterback needy teams calling my people and trying to figure out what I want and what it would take? But also, if none of these teams make you an offer at all, or make you an offer that you feel is what you're looking for, do you go back to the Baltimore Ravens? Could we see Lamar Jackson hold out this year? We've seen this with other players. Deshaun Watson sat out an entire year of football and then basically was suspended for another year by his own team, and still got the largest contract we've ever seen in NFL history as far as guaranteed money goes. Even if Lamar Jackson sits out this year, there will be teams that will take a chance on him and will want to sign him going into 2024. So this could definitely get ugly. This is far from over. It could get ugly from the NFLPA. It could get ugly from Lamar Jackson. This is definitely one of the major storylines we are going to have to watch this offseason.